Welcome to Libra season. The scales are Libra's symbol representing the pursuit of fairness, harmony, and equality. The glyph also suggests the weighing of options and the consideration of multiple points of view, which are key traits of this energy, inviting diplomacy and sometimes indecisiveness. Libra is a cardinal air sign characterized by themes of harmony, balance, and relationships. Cardinal signs welcome a new season, representing the initiation of new things and a time to take action with leadership and create momentum. This is an ideal season to evaluate where we are spending our energy and work towards balance in all aspects of life. Ruled by the planet Venus, there is an increased appreciation for beauty and aesthetics. Libra is associated with the 7th house, which represents relationships and partnerships, inviting increased social charm. This season encourages collaboration, fairness, and the pursuit of justice, making it an ideal time for resolving conflicts and fostering understanding. The energy of Libra season promotes creativity, particularly in art and design, as well as an appreciation for aesthetics in everyday life. Overall, it's a time to embrace connection, share experiences, and cultivate a sense of harmony in both personal and professional realms. Hello, my name is Shannon. Thank you so much for joining me today for this Libra-themed yoga practice. I myself am a Libra sun sign, so I know a lot about Libra energy as it relates to me. But I do these series in the different seasons because even if you don't have any Libra in your chart, it's not your sun sign or your moon sign or your rising, you still feel the energy. So all of us feel the energy that's coming in this season. So as it mentioned in the intro, Libras can sometimes be indecisive, and I definitely feel that personally. But a lot of times with Libra, we want to be very diplomatic. We want to see both sides, and we think about how our decisions are going to affect both sides. So we could go a little bit into that people pleasing, and it's a little hard to make a decision because you're thinking about how people will be impacted. So it's good to keep that in mind during this season. And in astrology, Libra is associated with the kidneys that keep our fluids and our hormones in balance. And it's also associated with our glutes and our back, which, as you know, these muscles are very important for balance. So for this practice, we'll be doing a little bit of balance poses, working on these muscles a little bit, and I hope you enjoy. And I'd like to make some mantras for this class. So our mantras today will be, I seek balance in all areas of my life. I cultivate harmonious relationships, and I am grateful for the beauty in my life. So we'll get started here in this easy seated pose. Maybe shut your eyes, start tuning into your breath. I seek balance in all aspects of my life. I cultivate harmonious relationships, and I am grateful for the beauty in my life. Let's take a full deep breath in and a gentle sigh out. Let's gently tuck our chin to our chest and round our back. And then we'll bring our body forward, looking up and inhaling. So we'll do a few rounds of these cat-cows, noticing how our back is feeling, noticing how our glutes are feeling as we roll forwards and backwards. Paying attention to our breath during this practice. Of course, our breath is such a bridge to always bring us back into balance and harmony. return to center and place our left hand on the mat, reaching our right arm up, bending our left elbow as we slowly bend to the left, feeling a stretch on the right. Inhale up, exhale the other way, feeling this long body stretch. And release. This time we're going to place our hand behind us, maybe even on the floor, and bend that elbow as we reach our right arm back. So getting a little bit different of a twist here. Breathing. And then we'll slowly go the other way. So really noticing without any judgment how you're feeling today. And release to center. Let's make our way into tabletop. We're going to straighten our right leg, pressing our heel back, letting our head fall, feeling the stretch in our gastroc muscle, our long calf muscle. And then we'll release that stretch, and we're going to do some big half circles with our right leg. So bringing our leg up, tapping our toes basically on the outside of our mat. So warming up our back and our glutes, keeping our weight equally distributed through our hands. And the next time your foot falls to the left, let's press that heel back, getting a stretch this way. And then we're going to very slowly let up on that stretch and reach our right arm up. So we're doing a little bit of balance here, keeping our right leg engaged, reaching our arm up and away. And slowly release back to center. Let's move our hips a little right and left. We're going to do the same thing with the left leg. So straightening that leg behind us, getting a stretch in our calf, dropping our head, pressing through our hands. And then we'll release that stretch and do those half circles with our leg. So coming to the right and left, gently pulling in our belly, noticing how our left side is feeling today. And the next time your foot comes to the right, once again, we're going to press that heel back, getting that gentle stretch, and then a little release and reaching that left arm up, balancing here. I seek balance in all aspects of my life. And release back down. We're going to come back into a child's pose to take a few breaths with our forehead on the mat. Breathing into our low back. And we'll rise up, coming into downward facing dog. So let's lift our bottom up. You can find a little movement here. And then find a little stillness, pressing your heels back. Let's take 3 deep breaths, pulling your navel towards your spine on the exhale. Lift our heels up and down a few times. And then pause with our heels up, pressing our chest towards our thighs. And then we'll bend our knees and very slowly walk our feet towards our hands. Feet are shoulder length apart. We're going to come into a little dangling pose. So relaxing here, you can have as much bend in your knees as you'd like. Forehead is hanging heavy. And then we'll pause and center. We're going to place our fingertips on the mat and lift our right leg in the air into half split. Pausing here. This is working our back muscles, our glute muscles, a little bit of balance. And then 3 times we're going to bend our left knee, tapping our right knee on our calf. So coming up and down. And then the next time your leg comes up, let's keep our leg at parallel. And you can play with your balance here. You can maybe lift one hand to your chest. And if you'd like, you can try lifting the other hand, coming up into Warrior 3. You can have a bend in your left knee, and wobbling is okay. And then we'll drop that right foot down, coming into a high lunge. So our feet are shoulder length apart, bending that front knee, reaching those shoulders down and back. And then we're going to slowly make our way into reverse triangle. So we're dropping our back leg, straightening our legs, and bringing that left arm up and over. And then we'll take our time going into triangle pose. So leaning towards our front leg, rotating down. You can always use a block for your bottom arm in this triangle pose. And then we'll slowly release that right arm down, coming into a side lunge. And we're going to try a little balance here, where you can come up on your fingertips, or if you'd like, you can reach your hands to heart center. And anytime you shut your eyes, it makes it a little bit more difficult to balance, taking out your sight. So feel free to try that if you'd like. And then we'll take our time, placing our hands down, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. So feet are parallel. Let's drop our body down. Take a few breaths. I cultivate harmonious relationships, and I am grateful for the beauty in my life. Now we'll pick up our toes, turning them to the right so we can step our left foot next to our right leg and go into that dangling pose again. Feel free to find a little movement before you grab your elbows and relax down. And you could move your body a little right and left. And then we'll place our fingertips on the mat, reaching that left leg up into standing split, pausing here. And 3 times we'll bend our front knee, tapping that back knee on our right calf. And after your 3rd time, let's keep that left leg parallel. So we're trying to keep our hips parallel to the floor. We're not rolling that left hip up. And this is where you can keep your fingers on the mat, or you can bring one or both hands to your chest, rising up into Warrior 3. And if you fall out, it's okay. You just try it again. And then we'll drop that back knee down, or foot down, excuse me, into a high lunge, pulling our shoulders down and back, reaching our chest forward, feeling our left glute working. And then we'll gently drop our back foot down, coming into reverse triangle. So our legs are straight, we're leaning back. Then arms are parallel to the floor, reaching forward to come down into triangle on this side. It's always nice to use blocks, or you can place your fingers on your leg or on the floor. But we're keeping our legs and our bottom engaged and finding this balance and ease in our breath. And then slowly sweep that left arm down so we can come into that side lunge. So once again, you can keep your fingers on the mat, or if you'd like, you can try your balance, lifting your hands to heart center, really reaching your body up, maybe shutting your eyes. And very slowly, let's make our way into this wide-legged forward fold. But before we do that, let's move a little right and left, bending one knee at a time. Sometimes a little flowy movement like this can really bring you back into balance by just gently moving right and left. And then we'll pause, coming down into that forward fold. And this time, if you'd like, you can keep your hands on the mat, or you can grab your ankles, bending your elbows, pulling your body towards your legs. And very slowly release. We're going to heel toe our feet so they are shoulder length apart. And with a bend in our knees, let's roll all the way up. Arms are up, looking up. And palms down to heart center. So we're going to do one more standing balancing pose, standing figure 4. So we're going to start with the weight in our left leg and raise our right knee up, pausing here, getting our balance. Maybe looking at one point in front of you. And then keeping your right hand where it is, let's take our left hand and grab our foot, placing it on our thigh. And you can stand like this, holding your foot, or if you'd like, you can return your left hand to heart center, bending that left knee, leaning forward and balancing here. Pulling in your belly, pressing that right knee back. I seek balance in all aspects of my life. Now let's release back to standing, bringing that knee back up. If you have to put your foot down like I did, it's okay. And release. Let's shake it out. And we're going to do that same thing on the other side. So arms up, hands to heart center. Let's lift that left knee up and pause. Standing up nice and straight. And then we'll take that right hand to grab our foot, placing it on our right thigh. You can stay like this, or if you'd like, you can return your hands to heart center, bending your right knee as you lean forward and breathe. Very slowly, try to return back up with your knee in the air and release it down. Let's shake it out. So we're going to go into a yogi squat, and if this is too much on your hips or your knees, you can sit in butterfly with your feet together. We're going to bring our toes out about 45 degrees, arms up, hands at heart center. Let's slowly lower all the way down. Placing your hands or your elbows on the inside of your legs. You can find a little movement if you'd like. Maybe pausing, pressing your legs back, shutting your eyes and breathing. And then very slowly release. Let's go ahead and sit in an easy cross-legged pose. We're going to do a few rounds of box breathing where the inhale, the hold, the exhale, and the hold are all equal. So let's place our hands on our knees. We're going to be inhaling and exhaling through our nose. So let's inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. And continue this on your own for 3 more rounds. After your last exhale, let your breathing return to normal. We're going to slowly make our way down on our backs, straightening our right leg, clasping our left shin, pulling our knee towards our left shoulder. So we're relaxing our legs and our face. And then we'll guide that knee to the right to do a little twist. You can keep your left knee bent or you can straighten your leg a little bit, relaxing here. Let's return to center, straightening the left leg, squeezing that right knee into the right. And then we'll gently guide that knee to the left, keeping that knee bent, or maybe you straighten it a little bit. Whoops, I'm hitting crystals. And slowly release. We're going to do one bridge. So let's bend our knees. So maybe your middle finger can graze your heels. We're going to lift our bottom up. And once we get our pelvis raised, we're going to lift one heel at a time. And then let's lift both heels and pause, pressing your pelvis to the sky, breathing. And very slowly release. Let's pull our knees in, giving ourselves a little hug, letting our body roll right and left. And then we'll take our time going into a short Shavasana with our toes falling out, palms facing up, completely relax. I seek balance in all aspects of my life. I cultivate harmonious relationships, and I am grateful for the beauty in my life. Let's find a little movement in our fingers and our toes. We're going to bend one knee at a time and slowly turn, making our way back to that easy seated pose. Let's bring our hands to heart center. We're going to end class with one Om. So let's take a deep breath in. Let's give ourselves some gratitude for showing up today to practice and come home to ourselves. The light in me honors the light in you, and together here now and always, we are one. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful Libra season where you find lots of balance, lots of loving relationships, and just have a beautiful time. So I hope to see you again soon, and thank you for joining.